Back to my old home. At least this doesn't look any different. None of the houses. Oh, Cam, we meet again?
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
Ooh.
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom.
He's still a peeping Tom!
Dad,
Oh my
try
god.
to warn your old man the next time, okay?
What the hell?
Yeah, here you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good on you, I say.
Jesus.
Sure. Never trust a guy with
Hey,
less
my
than
guitar.
1,000 demerits, am I right?
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of
What?
studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
No! Give me the goddamn guitar.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because...
Yeah. I needed to impress Jennifer. That's my only reason.
a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing
she's
but
hot.
trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
My
And
kind of
besides, the
trouble.
way you play guitar,
Oh, God.
you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
You're the best. Ooh, it made that
Another
little...
day in Hill Valley. The perfect place to live. That wasn't a note of irony in your voice,
well.
was it, citizen?
Look at the monitors. Uh-huh. What's this for? I'm just looking at him. Boring.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Yeah, let's not mess it up. Alright. Oh, he's got peanut butter brittles or something on his desk. That's pretty cool. Anything else? Nope. Let's talk with George.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
You know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Uh-huh. Well, what are you looking for, Daddy-o?
Interesting. What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work,
Well,
but...
who would?
Wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine?
Yes?
11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at Soup counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
Oh, come on, Pop.
What
don't
was
do
that?
this.
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family.
Demerits?
There
What
she
problem?
is, polishing the statue in the park.
Oh, come on. Don't do
Just
that.
like the
She's your
schedule
wife,
dictates.
Dude.
Oh, then
Don't
everything's
spy on
fine.
the
Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Sober? What? The booze? Oh, my God. Is she still on the booze?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling
still
me? You
drunk?
saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision.
I don't like your constant
Confidentially,
supervision.
I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out
Oh,
of her.
no,
She
come
won't
on.
confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say?
I could do it for
That's
a
a
couple
good boy.
shitty
Okay,
rations.
Dad, we need to talk.
Let's see. What were you hiding when I came in?
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you.
Yep.
After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
What? Why? You're kidding! I don't believe
You're kidding.
it.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the
shit,
most
they really
advanced
did
social
hook up.
planning techniques to our municipality.
Why am I
but,
being so surprised? I
What?
should have seen it.
confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
Well, how can
I
you
tell you, Bert,
respect
this
this?
regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved
Why can we hear
courthouse
them, but we can't see
struck
them?
by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you
Oh,
coming to town
Agnes,
square,
you're
listener?
awful.
Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy.
Well, you get the
Oh,
idea.
Jesus, the public is
Sounds like people
very
can't
rude.
stand what the Browns have
Their
done to Hill
comments.
Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Probably
Maybe you
send
should
them
take
to
your
the
tapes
secretary
directly
or
to
something.
Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
No, you get stoned to death by the other people. Oh, that's a good idea, Marty. Well, let me take the tape. I'll bring you them, Mr. Brown.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Oh, it can't be that dangerous. Alright. It's about Mom. I mean, acts about Mom.
It's about Mom.
How did she get like this?
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
In my...
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Oh, alright. She's considering the Citizen Plus program.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality.
Exactly.
On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it,
No.
it's gotta be a good thing.
No, don't do that. Come on. Can't you back... What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Come on, dude, don't spy on your wife. What's
Don't
wrong?
you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space?
Normal.
Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead. Something on your mind?
How's about me? That's the most puzzling thing that's going on in my mind right now.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Let's see. What am I like? What is my purpose? What is my identity for being on this earth?
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a
what?
nerd.
They said that?
Yes.
In so many words.
Just because
Square
a boy
loser,
studies hard
dork.
and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed
That's
with
a
personal
nerd.
hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection
Stop!
to...
I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
Okay. Alright. Let me just go on with me and Jennifer.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her. She's bad news.
Exactly,
Why,
that's
my
why I want her.
surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys, sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Come on. I want to be part of that clique. I want to be part of the circle. I want to sit with her in the car. Oh, where can I find me?
Okay, different subject.
Oh, no!
Yeah?
No, go back to me.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Even though we just went back to the subject. Where can I find
You Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that math-and-magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
That's pretty strange.
Something on your mind?
When he thinks something's up, if I was here and I'm supposed to be at some magic magician competition or whatever, let me ask about him.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
How did you get like this? How did you become such a peeping Tom?
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying,
Yes,
son.
it is.
It's cinema verite.
Call it
These
whatever you
candid
want.
moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
Yeah, dear God, nothing wild happens while you're using your facilities. You're supposed to be a sci-fi writer. Yeah, you wrote that amazing book that I, someone influenced at the beginning of the first movie.
You're supposed to be, I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's
geez.
illegal?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which
Yeah.
is subversive nonsense, of course.
We can't be narrow-minded about this. There could be better subjects. And for another thing, down with Edna. Jeez, how could she force Doc to quit sci-fi studies?
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about someone we both know. Who, Marty? Who?
It's about someone we both know.
Biff?
Yes?
Let's Biff. There's so much crap here. Damn. Alright, tell me about Biff.
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it
What?
isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program.
No.
But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
Please don't do it. Biff came back a zombie. And he barfs every time someone mentions booze and fist fights. Citizen Brown.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me.
Sector
But I
L.
dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
Maybe, just maybe. I dream the day Citizen Brown will shake my hand and acknowledge my presence. Alright, Edna. Yeah, this son of a gun. Let's talk about
What
her.
can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the
But
same?
really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
It's not a pretty picture you just painted for me. Tell me about my brother and sis. Why didn't I think of this? Where are my bro and sis?
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'll leave that for you to think.
Something on your mind?
Ask about Hill Valley and its rules.
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
I can imagine. How could kissing be illegal? How? Why? Doc and Edna had no problem with kissing alone. Even they had to kiss to like be together. What, do they not kiss anymore? That's why. Do they have a fight, a feud, a grudge that stopped ban kissing altogether? These are the questions, people. Where's my brother so we can put this on the newspaper?
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
Oh, come on. Alright, contraband is... contraband is bad, right? I mean... It's not per se good.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
No, come on, don't be too hard on Mom. Do we have a dog?
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you?
It's
Whatever
Ivy.
it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
Oh shit. I need to go back to... I need to go get Ivy.
Something on your mind?
I already did that, though. What's the deal with the house?
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
Don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
Why?
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
What?
Wait a minute, we can't go into the house because
Dust
of
mites.
dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
Dust mites.
So, when is this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Tomorrow?
jeez.
Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
No!
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare.
Oh, yeah, because I can say the same thing, Marty. Jeez. How do these monitors work?
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
Wow. Aren't you cool? Alright, yeah, that's everything. I've
Well,
been here way too
I'll leave
long.
you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
Peeping
I'll leave you
Tom.
to it.
Right.
Peeping Tom.
Hey, demerit. Hey,
Peeping
Lamar.
Tom.
Insufficiently polished.
All right.
Good day, citizen.